You probably pass them by every day. They're tucked away on the streets we drive home from work on.
Truthfully, you hardly notice them. They don't look like anything special. But at second glance, they really are.
And that's where we are today, someplace special you've probably never even heard of. We're visiting Palacio Bar, located at 2600 Avenida de Mesilla, just south of Las Cruces, New Mexico, and about 30 miles north of the Texas border.
The town of Mesilla, New Mexico was founded in 1848 and is a small, tight-knit community of farmers with families that go back generations. Palacio Bar has been serving these locals for years. The inviting bar doesn't really divulge its age on first glance, but a close look around tells you that there's a hell of a lot of history in this place.
To find out about that history, we met with Velia Chavez, owner and daughter of the founder of Palacio Bar, Pablo Salcido. She told us that starting out, the building that houses Palacio Bar had a very different mission.
Him and his father before, so they had a blacksmith shop. And my father built this building to be a blacksmith. And you'll see all these triple doors. It was because the gates would open for cars to come in. And my mother in 1936 decided to open the place with a dance. And the place got packed. And so the people kept telling my mother, make another dance. The following week, she made another dance and another dance. Then she told my dad, forget about the blacksmith shop. This is going to be a dance hall. Oh. And that's when they put the hardwood floor on top of the concrete. It was named Salcido's Dance Hall.
Okay.
But then when they built the bar there, I don't know why my mother named it Palacio Bar instead of going with the Salcidos.
Since 1936, Palacio Bar has been serving a small community with live music and dancing, and the bar became a mainstay of the town, attracting patrons from other nearby communities as well.
It was, however, about as old school a place as you could imagine.
And I've heard a rumor that your father didn't let women in here.
That's right. I don't know why he was permitted. No women were allowed at his bar.
Think about this. Pete's Tavern in New York was sued by a women's group to allow women into it, and it finally did in 1970. Women weren't allowed in Pablo's bar until after his death in 1991.
So when was the first time you came in the bar?
Well, we used to come on Sundays when it was closed, or bring him lunch or something like that. But other than that, he wouldn't allow women to come in, I guess, because if he would let women come in, that would mean he would have to fix mixed drinks. And to me, I think that was the reason. He just wanted to have a beer.
Mrs. Chavez took us on a tour of the bar and gave us a brief glimpse of its history.
So that's what the bar and restaurant originally looked like, right?
Yes. In 1939, because in 1936 they opened the dance hall. So the restaurant, it was in that area, and that's why it has to be Palacio Cafe Bar.
Right. And why did the Clydesdales come in?
They happened to be here in 1941. This is when they took this picture, in 1941. And they have been here 3 times. The last time that they were here was around 1988, I believe. And then my father wanted to stand in front of the horses, and I brought him with a cane already. They stood right in front of the bar, and my father was so proud to take a picture with the Clydesdale horses.
Mrs. Chavez still has live music and dancing at Palacio's, just like her parents did years before.
Bands, and we have all kind of music for the different crowd of people that we have.
But maybe the greatest thing about this place is that there are awesome artifacts from its past just tucked away in random corners, like this 1930s era Wurlitzer jukebox, still with the original records it was playing when brand new.
It was my father's pride and joy. One time his brother-in-law asked him for the jukebox, and I think my father had been drinking that day. And the next morning I came and I saw them loading the truck, taking it to San Francisco, and I told my dad, what did you do? And he told me, it costs very much to be a man, because he couldn't back off with the jukebox, but I could see it was hurting him so much. So after my uncle passed away in San Francisco, I had it brought back to where it belongs. So here I am with it.
Right.
It still has all the names of the Lola Beltran and all the.
I see. I noticed this one right here, borrachera. What does that mean?
Drunk.
Drunk. That was one of the songs he had in there.
Borrachera.
In 1991, though, Palacio's bar went through another transformation when a fire gutted the main bar.
August 26 in 1991, the bar burned down completely. And in December the 8th, 1991, my daddy passed away, and he never found out that his bar had burned down. We tried to keep it a secret. It would have killed him. And he told me to take very good care of what he was leaving me, because he was leaving me a gold mine. And I told him, Dad, I got nothing but trash. Because he didn't have an insurance on the building. So we rebuilt.
The state of New Mexico gave them 10 days to clean up the mess the fire left and to reopen and serve as they did before, or they would yank the 60-year-old Palacio liquor license. What happened next speaks to the importance of this place in the small community of Mesilla.
You had a lot of help from the actual community.
Yes, they were wonderful. Nobody wanted to see this bar go down. I don't know if I should say this, but the priest in the church, in the sermon, he told the people, I need help in this church. Nobody volunteers, but there's a bar that just burned down. The whole town is there working.
And work they did. Local electricians, plumbers, carpenters, they all showed up in a fury to clean up the mess and help Villa rebuild the place better than it was before. As a result, Villa now has 2 bars and a dance hall that weren't even there before. And so now, Palacio is back serving the community. And Villa is back teaching young guys like us some bad habits, specifically how to shoot her favorite tequila, Tarantula. So you have to show me how to do this.
Yes, you sip half of your orange first.
Okay.
Or half.
Okay.
Like this. And you have to take your shot.
Wow.
And the other half.
Wow, that's good.
Tell me if you like
Yeah, that was good. Wow. New way of taking a shot of tequila.
Oh my God, this is delicious.
And so, with Vea's guidance, I had to give the shot a shot.
All at once. Now the other half. Isn't that delicious?
That's smooth.
I know
Delicious.
this is very.
Palacio Bar is someplace you've probably never heard of, but there's probably a place just like it in your community too.
It's an important place, a place that ties the region together and can trace generations of family history. The next time you happen by a place like this, stop in. It'll be worth your while.